Hey, how's it going, boys? We're going to be playing a little bit of Wings of Prey Special Edition. It's been a really long time since I played this game. I remember playing it when I was much younger, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a chance. This was actually made by the same company that made the War Thunder series, so this is before they had such success multiplayer-wise. And I think right now we want to go for some missions. But first, let's take a look at the intro here of this game and see what it's like. Alright guys, Wings of Prey, here we go. Again, it's been so long since I played this. I hope I remember the actual controls, but we'll have to wait and see whether or not that occurs. Let's move forward, guys. By the way, thank you so much for anybody showing up. I really appreciate it. Alright. Hey, Icon Rust of mouse and keyboard. I am using mouse and keyboard. I hope that's enough. And again, without knowing the actual keys, this should be interesting. So, we're going to go to a campaign. I always prefer the campaigns. Here we go.
1939, a new world war begins in Europe. Nazi Germany takes over Czechoslovakia and invades Poland. Denmark and Norway are next. The armies of Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg are routed by the Wehrmacht, and yet more countries are devoured by the Third Reich. The French government surrenders on the 22nd of June, 1940. The British Expeditionary Force, crushed on the battlefield, barely escapes at Dunkirk. Germany is victorious yet again, and World War II enters a new stage. Great Britain remains the only country in Europe that stands against Nazi Germany. Britons never will be slaves. Separated from mainland Europe by the English Channel, the British Isles are temporarily safe from the German blitzkrieg. Britain is fully aware that the first strike will come from the air. It is well prepared for that. A complex defensive infrastructure of detection, command, and control, known as the Dowding System, gives the Royal Air Force a serious advantage. The RAF is a multinational force, with pilots not only from the British Commonwealth, but also from Poland, Czechoslovakia, France, Belgium, and other British allies. By the 13th of July 1940, Hitler personally approves Operation Sea Lion, calling for a full-scale invasion of the United Kingdom. Sir Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister, responded with the famous speech. "We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender." Within days, thousands of German bombers and fighters would set course for England to try to break the British resistance. A handful of young men in the Royal Air Force would stand between Hitler and the total domination of Europe. Never in the field of human conflict had so much depended on so few.
Alright, guys. Wow, what an awesome intro. Really, really cool for this game. So, baptism by fire. After an overwhelming show of force during the Battle of France, the Luftwaffe was poised to launch Operation Sea Lion, the invasion of the British Isles. The Germans began the operation by launching bombing raids on the British shipping in the Channel. Alright, so I guess we have to patrol and kill these guys. Hey, Nightfall. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. And I guess it's going to be our first mission. Wish us luck. Again, I don't know the controls, but we'll find out. And we're definitely keeping difficulty level on arcade, without a doubt. No takeoff, even though you can do a takeoff if you wish. Let's see if we do this properly.
Pilot, we're on our way to Dover. Follow me. Altitude 1,500. Speed 185. Over. Roger.
Hold on, I just got a message on Steam. Let me make sure it's nothing important. Oh, no. Armon's trying to join us. Hey, Captain. How you doing it, bud? It is late here. Good to see you, Alex. Alright, back we go, guys. I think I kind of figured it out. I'd like to get into a better view, and we can actually get into, like, the proper airplane view. Just have to figure it out. Looks like I'm gonna have to use the actual arrows here. There, that's what I want. I want a realistic view, guys. Come on, if we're gonna play a World War II simulation, we better get a realistic view. Let's go. I don't know how to lower my throttle though, so if anybody does, let me know. It's a gripper on the fly, lads. Take out some Jerry's. Really do need chat's help here to know how to lower speed. See if it's minus. Oh yeah, there we go. So it's minus on the keypad. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. We're just gonna lower our throttle a bit. 65 about. I'm keeping in this view, guys. It's gonna be a lot harder to win the mission, but I refuse to stop.
You lost. Proceed to Dover. The Luftwaffe won't hang around to wait.
Roger, roger. Come on, boys. Let's go get some kills.
You lost. Proceed to Dover. The Luftwaffe won't hang around to wait.
Alright, I guess we have to go ahead and proceed to Dover alone.
Right, I'm almost out of fuel. I can't keep waiting for you. Hello, right. Are you asleep? Proceed to Dover.
We'll try to check the chat every now and again, guys, but we are in the middle of a war here. Keep that in mind.
There's Dover. See Dover Castle to the left? Almost 1,000 years old, that is. They call it the key to England. I know. I went to that place when I was at school.
Beautiful. Now let's kill some Germans, please.
Attention TAC, this is Flying Fish. The Navy reports 2 German bombers inbound. Do you read? Over.
Roger, I have you loud and clear. Only 2. Must be stragglers.
Roger,
Let's go get them.
Look how beautiful the city is. And this is I think it was made in 2006, this game. Really great job for a city, man. So we have to take out these bombers before they get to the civilian population. And I will absolutely check out the chat afterwards, boys. I just want to see if I can get some kills. I'm going for the realistic approach here. In the actual cockpit. It's not the easiest, but hopefully it's gonna be cool. Here we go. Oh, yep, I see 2. behind them here. I lower speed just to get a nice tail. Now we'll increase speed. And now, thank you, sir. Let's hope this works the way Agrippa wants it to. We got him. Didn't want them to get this close. Down. Come on now. Here we go. One down. Second. There we go, boys.
Well, what do you say?
I haven't played this game in a while, but I still remember some of the basics.
Let's head west along the coast.
Roger, roger. Heading to the west now, boys. Go ahead and take a look at the chat. Good to see you guys. You to the first. Captain Von Ondine says precursor to War Thunder. It is, yeah, man. Like, for those people saying that, you have no idea how right you are. This is made by Gaijin Games. It's made by the same company that created War Thunder. And this was absolutely the precursor to War Thunder. I love that people know that. It's really cool. Sound effects are terrible, says Ferdinand. Absolutely, man. Just kind of par for the course, unfortunately. It's a very old game. But so much fun. Also, guys, for those of you here, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Also, make sure to subscribe to my Twitch channel here. This is where we do most of our multiplayer stuff. We did quite a lot this week, so make sure to stop there. Just going to take a 1-minute intermission. Hang in with me there, and we'll absolutely play more. But thanks, guys, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Exactly, Ariman. I mean, the fact it's a single-player game makes it a much easier game. But I will say, I remember playing this. As the missions go on, things get a little more challenging, believe it or not. Thank you, Ken Doggy. Good to see everybody. Just a 1-minute intermission, guys, and then we'll get back to the fight. I haven't seen that Icon Rust stuff. I want to take a look, man. You know what I really want, but it's not going to happen. It's the most recent Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but it's in Chinese, and nobody has bothered to make an English translation. I think it would sell so well, especially in the strategy gaming community, and yeah, man, I can't find a copy. So tragic. And my birthday was on January 6th, and all I wanted for my birthday was an English version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. What is it, 14 now, or 17? I would have loved it. It's not even that great of a game, gameplay-wise, but the story behind it, etc., is so enjoyable. Wow, thanks so much, Ken Doggy. I wanted, and I don't know how much you guys would like this, but one voice that I did that people really seemed to like was Nemembe. What I wanted to do, as we not only got like an early copy from Calypso Games, which I really appreciate, but we have, you know, Tropico coming out, the next Tropico game. I wanted to do like a Let's Play as Nemembe Maxentius, and maybe that would be cool. I know you guys enjoyed it with Making History. I would love to do it again, but you know, the thing I worry about with that is the PC police. I'm in no way a racist. I mean, literally, that's how African dictators speak. Like, if I don't like you, I will throw you to the crocodiles. I will put you face first in face of crocodile. That's not racist. That's just how African warlords speak. So I think, like, that's definitely an idea to, like, do a Nemembe Maxentius, you know, style of island. Another thing, guys, that we can always, you know, get on our videos, for those of you that don't already have our Discord, please go there. If anybody has any ability with thumbnails, let's be honest. The Agrippa Max NH channel has shit thumbnails. We need better thumbnails there, man. More professional stuff. I can't draw worth a damn. If anybody wants to go into our Discord and offer some thumbnails, I'll absolutely give you credit. If I can pay you, I will, but I don't have a lot to give. That being said, I would really like to do that. And D the First is saying, I'll settle with Oriental Empires. That's absolutely a really fun game. We actually got a lot of views on our first few videos. Something I consider doing, but again, I actually just had a sort of discussion panel recently on the, I guess the question and answer, the channel discussion section of our forums, of our channel, I should say. And I think most people agree that, you know, one thing I've done, and it's totally my fault, is not finishing a series. That's why I've kind of tried to stay away from a series in general, and it's one of the reasons why I don't really do stuff like Oriental Empires. Alex likes the gangsta accent. I appreciate that. I'd love to do some more gangster games in the future and do that, but it takes a lot out of somebody to like do an accent. You know, like I have to assume everybody's gonna like it. I have to assume everybody's gonna find it funny, or at least, you know, something they're willing to watch. But yeah, man, I definitely want to experiment with accents again. It's something I used to do when I started the channel, and something I haven't done in a couple years. So that's definitely on the list. But like I said, the top thing on the list is probably Nemembe Maxentius as a leader in Tropico. We can see what happens. I'll do a lot of editing to take out a lot of in-between, and we'll see what happens. I appreciate that, though, Ken. It really does help, man. Sorry, guys, that I got focused on this, but I love to hear this kind of feedback. If I don't get this kind of feedback from you guys, I'll never know what you want to see, honestly. We played Sid Meier's Pirates once, but it didn't do very well. And actually, I don't blame people, because I love Sid Meier's Pirates, but I'm sure just like anyone else, I have played that game so much that I really, like, you know, I don't really have any more love for it. I wanted to play Colonization, but, you know, another thing, and seriously, guys, when I make these kind of videos, it's as close as you're going to get to a vlog with me. But, you know, I think specifically when it comes to going outside of World War II or going outside of modern warfare, people were pretty clear, and I'm glad they were, when I put up, like, what do people like to watch, and that is that, like, most of our viewers like Gravity Team Tactics. You know, most of our viewers like Men of War Assault Squad 2. Not everybody likes to watch stuff that's like a little less mainstream, and it's a shame, but because we're already very niche, and that's still niche, but we have to find like a happy medium. I really want to bring this channel to a point where, like, seriously, guys, I want to get to like hundreds of thousands of viewers. I want to make other people play strategy games. One thing we did really well on was oh, what's the name of the damn game? Iron Harvest. I'd love to play some more of that, but I just have so many ideas, guys, as this year is progressing, and I definitely want your input. But yeah, playing some of these classics is definitely one thing we are going to want to do for sure. Let's go ahead and head in this direction. I'm sorry if I can't get to everybody's question or everybody's statement, but I'm doing my best. Throttle up. We also have got to get some board games here for the channel. For anybody that has Board Game Simulator, there's so many different board games that we can play as a group, guys, with everybody involved. You know, if you're not comfortable like being part of a video, it's fine. We can do some like private board games, but there's so much stuff out there that I know we could have a tremendous amount of fun with. All right, let's destroy the rest of this bomber squadron. Here we go. There's only a few left, with 4 left. More than a few, I'll be honest. Let's take a look here at the chat. Hey, how you doing, Eric? Oh, that's a great question, Ken Duggy. How do I prepare for streams and recordings? It's funny, he says, I love your South African accents. So typically, you know, and again, I don't mean to sound like a negative Nancy here. I'll give you what I used to do, and what I do now is pretty much just get in the mood and start playing. In the past, I think it's really important, specifically for me, when I'm playing a historical game. I think historical games are the best for this, like, you know, games on niche topics, or even just games on, like, World War II, for instance. I like to watch a documentary beforehand. I like to watch, you know, a story beforehand that sort of gets me in the mindset of, like, a soldier at the time period, or even a civilian at the time period. And I don't know if, who knows, I could be borderline schizophrenic for all I know. But one thing I like to do, I daydream a lot, you know? So I'll kind of daydream, like, for instance, if I'm playing, like, a World War II game, and I take a city as the Germans, I'm kind of imagining in the back of my head, like, yeah, of course, this was an evil thing to take the city, but how much power have I established? You know, how much more do the people respect me then, now that they fear me? And the same goes if I'm playing, like, sort of an allied faction. So I guess the way I try to get into the games I play on this channel is, you know, try and just kind of play it from a historical perspective. I think it's going to sound weird, but I think a lot of revenge goes into it. I try to denote the level of revenge I have for the enemy NPCs in the game, you know, through the eyes of whoever's affected by them. And I use that kind of as fuel to keep killing things. Wow, was this too much? Here we go. Oh my god. Bastard. Here we go. Come down. We've got a nice head on me. One of our oil canisters has just exploded.
These Bosch. Just 2 more to go. I'd be
One more Bosch ship down. Come on, boys. We got a second one too. Third one, I should say. But it looks like our oil has exploded all over the place. But yeah, pretty much that. I think with strategy games, we probably have a different ritual than, for instance, a fighting game player. Like, you know, I've had friends that are, like, professional, quote-unquote, like, Street Fighter players, where, you know, before a game, like, they'll be 2-3 hours in the hotel room, like, practicing the same technique on a keypad. And I've never been that kind of guy. It's just never been my thing. Like, I always like to kind of put I almost like role play it, you know, kind of put myself in the mindset of the general or the soldiers or whatever. And that's just the way I am. I don't know, man. I hope that was an honest enough answer. I think it was a bit much.
Like shooting rats in a barrel. Good
Nice
show. Those kill markings should look good on your
job,
fuselage.
boys.
Tuck, right. This is Ace McKellar. I'll be confirming your victories. Good show. Now return to base. We'll take it from here. Over. Roger. Returning to base. Thank you, sir.
That's a victory. I love that. That's just wonderful. There we go, guys. Mission complete. Alright, first mission complete. Pretty easy one, though, to be honest. But for the precursor to War Thunder, still pretty fun. And I believe we also fight on the Eastern Front. It's not just battles in Britain.
An extract from the diary of Owen Wright, July 10th, 1940. They called me up today. I was so excited to be finally fighting for my beloved Britain. I forgot my lucky scarf. The Nazi Air Force is even greater than I imagined from the French reports. I've never seen so many planes in the sky at once. I think it's exhilarating, but also terribly scary. My fellow RAF pilots saved me on more than one occasion. I'm thankful they did. What would my poor mother say if I was shot down on my maiden wartime flight? It doesn't look as though the Huns will stop their relentless onslaught, so hopefully I've done enough to prove my worth and get called up again by Corporal Tuck. I must remember to take my scarf. I have a feeling I'll need it next time.
But are you poor for some? It's just getting silly these days. They're getting softer by the minute. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I was heavily into acting as a child. I went to a drama school in New York City that I had to audition for. So I've done a lot of like different performing arts, things like that in my life. I also do have a proper voice demo for different companies. I've done bits for Discovery Channel, AT&T. I'm not bragging. I'm just, hey, I always need money, boys and girls. Share my contacts, please, for the love of God. And things like that. So I've definitely worked in the past. I've done tutorials for games, Slytherin Matrix games that many people know about. Yeah, man, I've always enjoyed just entertaining people. Even if sometimes I'm just entertaining myself, like now. I didn't even put this up as a potential stream. I just was like, I kind of want to play this. Let's see if anyone's interested. But yeah, I think the goal is just to have a job where I don't necessarily have to be wealthy. I just want to have a comfortable lifestyle, pretty much. That's it. Have fun doing what I'm doing. Alright. Looks like we're going into Mission 2.
Gentlemen, our mission is to defend Royal Navy ships. The destroyer HMS Cossack and some transports just north of Dover. They'll be our first objective. The light cruiser Glasgow is north of them. It's our second objective.
And I promised I would keep this in cockpit mode. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I've never even considered doing like an AMA. I would be more than happy to do one for you guys. I really have nothing to hide. Any question you guys have, I'll be pretty honest. In general, I am a pretty honest guy. I have worked in marketing, so take that with a grain of salt. But I really, like, honestly, you know, I in general, I'm pretty honest about my situation, about what I plan to do.
Hey, Doc, what's that weird contraption below?
In fact, I appreciate it when the chat has, like, relevant questions, when you guys are having discussions. Even if they're, like, historical discussions, I love to see the feedback between you guys. You know, that's what makes me do this. It's not the money. This is not a paying gig. Not in the slightest. If we were in, like, maybe, like, you know, the 200,000s, this could potentially be a paying gig, and of course I'd love that, but I think I still have a lot more to learn from you guys before that's even a possibility. And it's something I really want to do. I really want to learn and just be the best I can be. U.S. Army, join now. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck, this ship takes forever to get to. Come on now. I think I have a Hurricane. This cannot be a Spitfire because this bastard is slow.
Doc, where are you? The bombers are getting close.
Okay, I see those.
We are right here.
I see those bombers.
Surely.
They're going to be finished very soon. You can lower throttle pretty soon, but I actually think just one strafe on these guys is going to wipe them down. Wipe them down? I'm not cleaning them. Oh, you can select anything. Thank you, game. Oh, I got a bit. It's getting a bit too fast. Shit. Let me lower speed. Come on. Oh. Oh boy, it's a lot harder to see in the cockpit, isn't it, boys? Here we go.
First one going in.
There we go. Yeah, right. 2 engines out. This guy's still hitting me with the frickin' back guns, the rear guns. I'll increase throttle. We definitely have taken some hits. There we go. He's down. He is down. Good riddance. Although I feel we've taken some hits, and if you look at our actual plane, it's blinking red on the right wing, center, and front. So we've definitely taken some hits here. We're not in perfect condition by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, consider this an unofficial AMA. If you have any questions, I'll answer. Let's see. Friendly fire, indeed. Endeavor says, man, I'm scrambling eggs. Nice. Got more bombers, I think. Let's go for him. There we go. Wow, that was a really lucky shot. Right in the engine, man. Honestly, I was kind of trying to lead him. I didn't expect to get an instant kill like this. Another one down. These bombers aren't touching English soil. A little closer, a little closer. Doing some burst fire. He's too far. He's still too far. Let's get just a little bit farther ahead of him. It's a hit, not a kill. Smoking. There we go. Took long enough.
Now let's go check on Glasgow.
Alright. Scotland time. Let's view that map. Yeah, it's quite a ways up there. Anything to protect the Isles, boys. I love also, like, this is such an early game. It's 2006, or maybe it's not 2009, it's 2006. Just look at that. You can see, like, the burning planes, you know, the bombers we knocked down. I love that tiny but really cool level of realism. Full throttle at this point. And again, we're going for full realism, guys. Look at the bullets. Look at that. We've got a few bullets in our wing. Right one's probably even worse off. No, the left one's definitely worse off. I really do want to go for the full realism here. Let's take a look. What did Felicity Baker say? Yeah, that thumbs up button helps. What did Felicity Baker say? What did you say, Felicity? Aramon, what did she say? Did Aramon banhammer her? We must know. If it doesn't bear repeating, then yeah, it's okay. Oh, well, hi, Felicity. Don't retract that message, goodness sake.
Brown. I'm leading the bombers. We need assistance here. I have a 109 on my tail. Help! I can't shake him. Someone help, please.
Messerschmitt on the tail. Makes sense. He's got Messerschmitt
where
on
are
his tail.
they?
Wants to
You wasted all that fuel flying here at full throttle, and the place is deserted.
Tally-ho! There they are, coming in from the east.
Well, that's the south. So let me look at the east again. Okay, never mind. See him? Holy shit, that's a lot of planes. Here we go, boys. I knew I loved this game. bombs, man. We gotta increase throttle. Push the nose down. Damn, it's so frustrating. Alright, come on, throttle up. So many bombers. I thought they were Messerschmitts, but no, these were bombers. Oh, we gotta get closer to the left. Here we go. We're going down. 20 more to go. Holy hell, we are taking so many hits. I mean, don't forget these bombers absolutely have defensive machine gunners. We're pretty much the only person taking them on. Come on, come on, come on. Get some smoking engines. Get it, get it, get it, get it. He's down, he's down. That's, look at that. Wing fell right off, guys. But as you can see, our own plane has got so many bullets in it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Wow. So we can continue. I believe the game also has a hardcore mode where once you're down, you're down. But in this case, we just have to imagine that another pilot has taken the place of that one.
Gentlemen, your help is appreciated. I presume you'll now return to the Cossack.
It looks like they have parachutes. They'll keep lighters. And there'll be a 0.09 kilometer out here. Not getting away before we end the mission. No way. It's definitely a hit.
Thank you, lads. Without you, we'd be done for.
Good job.
Cheerio. Just doing our job. Returning to Hawkinge.
Off we go, boys.
Comes the RAF. We'll be drinking your health tonight. I wonder if McKellar took off yet. He's scheduled to relieve us here. Yes, gentlemen. We're almost there. Heads up. More bombers inbound. Roger. I see them. Gentlemen, can you assist?
Of course we can. McKellar, so yeah, German attack has to be here. Here we go, guys. And it's a Junkers. That's a Stuka. Stuka's on the way. Oh boy. Alright, make sure that my throttle's all the way up, because these are fast little bastards, but they're also pretty easy to shoot down
More bombers.
if you're able to target them. They're not too heavily armored.
Too strong.
They are absolutely terrifying in any respect.
Another group coming in from the east. Attack from above. That'll make it tougher for their gunners.
Good work, boys. One down. Stuka down. Let's try to get another one. I hate these planes, and I think any Allied soldier in their right mind hates these planes. Haruman can tell you the terror of the Stuka, including the microphone, occasionally affixed to the Stuka so that when it hit infantry, they would be absolutely terrified. Not the greatest idea in the world, but certainly in terms of utter terror, probably not too ineffective. Firing it over a kilometer here. We need to get a bit closer. Scheisse. Come on. Oh man, he's gonna crash. Come on. No way.
Even more of them. Where are they coming from?
Don't let them near the ships.
That took way too long. And it looks like we get another one out here. Quite a few, actually. Scheisse! Look at that! My gosh! So many planes. And these aren't just Stukas, these are bombers. Starting their bombing run already. Oh! We just hit the top of a bomber! Holy shit! Man, that is intense. Lost an actual wing doing that. And as you can see, they're hitting the countryside, the White Cliffs of Dover here pretty hard. We need to get control of that bomber again. Let's take a look over here. I don't, Ken. So Ken's asking when I go on streams, dates, blah, 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 do I tell people? I don't. I should. I'm a lazy bum. That's what it is. And I really should tell you guys in advance. You know, I want to get a stream schedule. I mean, I'll be honest with everybody watching. And I hope you guys take this in stride. You know, I'm not like a Dark Side Phil kind of guy. I think that's like one of the biggest lol cows in all of YouTube. So like I never blame the audience because it's never the audience's fault. It's always my fault. One of the reasons that I don't do, like, for instance, a series when I don't continue a series, and please give me your feedback, positive or negative. One of the reasons I do that is, you know, for instance, I'll start a series. Like, the first video will have, like, 1,000 views. The second video will have, like, 600 views. The third video will have 300. The fourth video will have 250. And, like, so in my mind, I'm like, well, you know, clearly people don't want to see this. But then, like, I get messages like, you know, Agrippa, what the hell is wrong with you? Why didn't you finish the series? So, you know, if you guys think I should do that in the future, of course I will. But I think, like, the important thing is if I'm going to take a series on, you know, even the Tropico thing, or anything like that, I want to be 100% sure that I'm going to finish it. Like, no matter how badly things go, I want to make sure that this is going to be done so nobody can give me shit about not completing the series. We completed the Graviteam Tactics series, which I felt really good about. And again, guys, like, I just don't want to disappoint you, man. Your opinion means more to me than a lot of different people in my life. And I mean that sincerely to everybody watching. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's just the fucking truth. What can I say? So, if you guys tell me, hey, you should do this, or this is working, this isn't working, it really helps. For anybody that responded to the recent thing I actually put on the playlist, asking that specific question, you know, what do you like, what do you dislike, for everybody that responded, I took that all into, you know, into my mind, and it's something I'm going to consider. So, please know that. Sorry for getting all dramatic here. Don't worry, we're getting back to the game very soon, guys. Calm down. I like it. It's like old school, you know, but it's enjoyable almost. And despite the fact that, like, it's old, I feel like the shooting realism is pretty good. Because honestly, if you hit like a plane's engine, you know, with an explosive round, it's going down, man. And you know, in a lot of games like War Thunder, which of course this same company made, if you hit that plane's engine, a lot of the times he'll keep flying for quite a while. Sorry, Icon Rostov, you're right, man. Yeah, we'll get right back into it in a second here. No, just trying to be honest. I don't really do the whole vlog thing, and that's why I share as best I can here. But we'll get back into the battle. Hello, Dave. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, another one down. I think it's going to be a victory.
Jolly good. That's the way to do it. Return to Hawkinge.
There we go, boys. Pretty damn well. All right. And again, we're staying in the regular cockpit view here, the realistic cockpit view, I should say.
Owen Wright's diary, July 13th, 1940. I can't get the thought of drowning men out of my head. Luckily up there we can't really see what goes on when a ship is sunk, but I can imagine the terror. We've just been told HMS Cossack made it to its final destination, but I know that too many others didn't. We tried our best, but it was next to useless. The Luftwaffe are just too great in number. For every plane I shot out of the sky, 3 more took its place. I don't know what to do. None of us do. We're tired and angry. This feels like suicide. I've been stuck at the airbase and unable to continue to fight. We try and pass the time by playing dominoes, but I'm useless. And I've already lost my sweet ration for the rest of the week to Richie Llewellyn. He's a bit of a hustler.
Alright guys, mission 2 completed, not bad. So of course the basic plot of the story is that we have an American pilot who's joined the British forces before the Americans have joined the war, and seems to be kind of the protagonist of this story. I've got that B-17. I've got to try it eventually, man. And another thing, Dave, I hope while you're here, you can answer some questions regarding this if anyone's interested. I hope you are. You know, me and Dave, we're looking at a game called Kremlin on Board Game Simulator, and my goal is to bring every single one of you guys, anybody interested, I should say, here in the chat or on the channel, into an 8-man game of Kremlin. It's a hilarious game. It's got a lot to do with things that go on this channel: politics, warfare, the Cold War. Where we each try to get essentially the winning chairman of the Soviet Union. And I really want to get some people together for that, so I'm hoping me and Dave can work together, maybe like a tutorial session where we can teach you guys the game, and then we can actually do a game itself and even upload it here to the channel. I think it would be really cool. So tell me what you guys think. You've got the Discord server. I put an announcement there. Please respond to that announcement. And keep in mind that we will do a tutorial session first so people kind of understand it. And any of you could win in Kremlin. I'm trying to think of a prize because I really do want to add a prize to the game. I'm not sure what it would be, but maybe we can all pool in like 50, 100 bucks for fun. Who knows? We'll have to find out. But Dave here will answer all questions regarding that, and eventually we will set up a tutorial first, guys, so that we can all learn, because I need to learn myself, and then we'll do a main game that we'll upload here on the channel. And every single one of you guys will get credit. If you have a YouTube channel you want me to support, if you have a business you want me to support, I'll make sure to put it in the actual description of the video. Just be part of the game. Alright, let's get back to killing Germans. Wait too long, but keep talking. I like to see you guys talking about this. It's making me excited. Alright, let's go. Come on. Murder some Germans. What to do? Alright, so we've destroyed 12 planes. Wow, not bad for one mission. And now Fox Hunt is going to be the next mission.
Enemy ship by the shoreline. Destroyer. Must be part of a group. Stand by for my orders. Locate it, sink it.
Oh, please, don't tell me I have to sink it. I don't know how to sink it. Oh, shit. I just dropped bombs, too. I just dropped bombs.
Somebody attack that target. Proceed to target. Where's the target, sir? Somebody take care of that target.
Alright, let's hope it tells us what to do once we get there.
Almost there.
There they are. Jolly good. Let's get to work.
Alright. Not sure if that was a hit. Again, we're trying to do a realistic mode, so it's a lot of guessing. So 2 bombs. Or that throttle.
What's your status? We're on course, on time, and on target. Everything's fine. How are you?
One now. So hard to know when to release those bombs. Let's go right here. I'm surprised I did not hit the mast of that ship. And still 2 bombs, so I guess it just kind of keeps reloading. Thank you, older games. Really appreciate that. You could also just go ahead and cheat a bit and go into regular view, but I promised I would do this in a realistic view, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it, guys, no matter how tough it is. Oh boy, way too close.
Repeat, please. Status number
Come on now, lads.
We're proceeding to target. Over.
Let's do it like a Stuka. We'll come in like a dive bomber. Boom. Now this is the one I really want to sink. It's the big ship. 1, 2, come on. Just anything we have out of bombs. So we might actually finally be out of bombs. Now once again we have more bombs to spend. Alright, I might try to get some altitude and actually come in on a dive. This might not be such a bad idea. Let's throttle up. If you guys think this is hard, imagine Il-2 Sturmovik. Such a great game too, but this is like Disneyland compared to Il-2 Sturmovik with a mission. But we've actually got these ships smoking, which is just something very rare if we were playing Il-2. Right, here we go. Let him have it. 1, 2. Ooh, we actually hit the back. Let's pause here for a sec. I want to see what you guys are chatting about. I don't understand what the hell you guys are talking about, which makes me so happy. Only 1 bomb, says Justin. No, Justin, have faith, my friend. I don't know if you're up for it, Dave, but like seriously, even during this stream or whenever, if you want to, like, you know, get us into Tabletop Simulator and teach us something, obviously this stream is probably not a good time, but if you want to set it up, man, I think you know, we could put sort of a warning on the boards, like, hey, or on the channel, like, hey guys, if you want to learn you know, Kremlin, stop by here on this day. I think it's something we should do, man. I would love to put it on the actual channel, and obviously, you know, completely uncensored. People can say what they want. I think that would be part of the beauty of the game, to make it like the true, you know, junta or inner junta of sort of the Soviet Union. I think it'd be awesome. So yeah, let's think about that. What did I have for dinner? So, good question. I'm trying to eat healthier because I'm a fat boy now, due to me eating out too much. So, what I've done a lot, and it's freaking delicious, is I got these salmon patties, like frozen salmon patties. I got some frozen vegetables, and then I took some fresh green, red, and yellow peppers, some onions, and some garlic, chopped that up, threw in all those veggies, and threw in the fillet of salmon, which I guess would be like 200 grams of salmon, I think would be the equivalent, and grilled that all together. No sauce, just added some salt and olive oil. Oh my god, it was so good, so good. I also had some chili powder, though, that I always add to just about anything I eat. But that's going to be my diet for the next 2-3 months, pretty much. That and baked chicken. Yeah, we should do something on the weekend for sure. I really want to learn that game. I also think, and I would absolutely edit it down, guys, for you guys. I think we could have such funny moments on that game because espionage is absolutely necessary. You know, me and Dave were talking about the rules. A lot of the rules are quite subjective, so we kind of have to decide together like what we're willing to accept. And a lot of the game is just like bullshitting each other. It's like that recent film. What is it? Death of Stalin. Even though I don't consider it a realistic portrayal of the last days of Stalin, that game is like that book. So we can screw each other over, we can work together. It looks really funny, and I think if I edited it down, we could get some really funny moments for a board game, and potentially even get people to play the game in the future. So we'll have to see. It is. It's a great board game, and after that, man, if this goes well, we have to do Junta, which is about a military government. Vassal. We haven't heard about that one yet, Captain. But if you want to tell Dave about it, Dave is sort of the dungeon master here for the Agrippa Maxentius channel. He's the one that told me about Kremlin, all that stuff. Right now, I think our main goal, and I think, well, I'm hoping Dave would agree with me on this, is we really want to see if we can do Junta. Kremlin. If we can do Kremlin, then we can do Junta. So for that, it really requires people's feedback. And I think we got badly damaged during that bombing run. Let's first see if that works. If it does, we'll move on from there. And we'll definitely have like a tutorial session so everybody can learn how to play. RP is completely, wow, I've been in Portugal way too long. What's the appropriate word for highly suggested and highly recommended? We want people to RP. If you want to RP, please do. I'm going to try to RP as a member of the inner circle of the Communist Party. By all means, it's just going to add to the video, etc. It's just going to add to the gameplay experience itself. Again, me and Dave mentioned that it's already a very subjective game in many ways. A lot of rules that we may or may not have to follow. So we'll decide all that before the game begins, of course. In Europe too long, I've become a double agent, Dave. I am definitely a double agent. Direct hit. It's not going to be enough to take him out, though. Yeah, we're going down. I actually want to get a new plane if possible. But, yeah, not even our throttle is helping us here. Yeah, I'll take a look at Vassal. I've got no issue about that. You know, the one board game that I've played a lot is Catan. Catan I understand pretty well, but I'd like to try something different. I still want to make sure we do Kremlin first, guys. I don't mean to be pushy, but Vassal sounds great, but please, let's do Kremlin, please. It's so hard to find people willing to do it. No, forget that. We want something that we can record, like, immediately, you know? Like something we could just straight up record as we're playing. If we want to go even simpler, there's that Who's Hitler game. Hell, we could even play Who's Hitler right now if enough people know how to play it. But Kremlin is definitely one I want to get my hands on. Alright, let's do it. Stuka style. Alright, that's a definite hit. start engine up with that flak. Oh, that chip is done. Beautiful. Still has got a little bit going on for it. Let's drop a few more bombs. That was pretty off target, man. Risk, says Icon. Yeah, that's a pretty easy game. Oh, sorry, Vassal's the engine, not a game. My apologies. My apologies. Yeah, if you guys, seriously, like, one of the few days that I have no schedule whatsoever tomorrow, if somebody wants to get into Kremlin, even if you want to give us, like, a semi-tutorial now, I'm totally up for it. I'd love to do a board game with you guys. Like, I'm definitely in board game mood. If you want to do it, Dave. It's your call, man, and don't feel any pressure. Because I think if you, me, Ariman, and the awesome folks here, at least like a few of them, were able to understand the game, then we could get this thing going very soon. No, I wanted to do kamikaze and it did not work out the way I wanted it to. Damn it. It's a shame. Yeah, these German planes should be dead already. German ships. Here we go. Going for another bombing run on this guy, and he's heavily damaged. One, two. Here we go. Come on, that's got to be a kill. We still have 2 bombs. Showing right here. Oh, so close to being a direct hit. I think we're finishing on this. Yeah, no worries, no worries. No, it's not like Secret Hitler. Secret Hitler is a game we could probably play right now if anybody's interested. It's a lot simpler, but Kremlin is a lot more complex. But we can figure it out, man. For sure, we can figure it out. Alright, boys, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. Again, I really want to do that board game thing. I think it would be really cool. Armand, reach out to me as well on Steam, man. Maybe we can play some Secret Hitler. Somebody mentioned it here. And anybody that wants to play Secret Hitler, go to the Discord. I'll actually head there right now. I'd be happy to get a game going with a few people. For anybody that knows the rules. Anybody that doesn't, we could probably teach them to you. But let's see what happens. Alright, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Icon Rostov. I'll see you in Discord, folks.